Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to this special edition of the Mayor's Corner. I am coming to you today from the public library, and I'm actually in like the original building here, right? So if you go up on State Street, if you're familiar with our library, you can tell we have a real old building that used to be our public library. This is the library I used to visit as a kid, and then we have this beautiful addition that we added onto it, I think in 2001. The library was actually founded in 1854, which is just crazy that we have this really historic library presence here in Newburyport. And I'm here today because we have a new head librarian, Sarah Kelso, so I'm going to introduce you to her a little bit later. But they have a wonderful staff here, and they just got through the summer with a lot of wonderful summer programming. So we're just going to find out a little bit more about our library and some of the resources that they have that everyone can utilize right now. So I'll look forward to bringing Sarah on a little later. But let's talk about what's going on in the city, all right? Summer is still hanging in there. We got a couple more weeks before school starts. We finally had a city council meeting because after their break, and we have our first school committee meeting next week, and we have teachers and students getting ready to go back to school. I know my 3 kids are getting ready to go back. I actually took a day off this week. I took a vacation day. We were at the beach out in Seabrook with my extended family, which was a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll get out there this weekend too and hang out with them a little bit more. But it's been a really great summer, but it's been really fast. I can't believe that here we are. We're just a couple weeks before school starts. So there's still a lot going on. Let's talk about the Parks Reorganization Plan. Okay, that's still moving forward. We actually have a meeting tonight. So again, this is Wednesday that I'm taping this, but the meeting is happening tonight. It's the first meeting that will actually present the plan. So we're going to have our Deputy Director of DPS, Jamie Tucolo, our Parks Manager, Mike Hennessy, and then my Chief of Staff, Andrew Levine, present the plan to the City Council, and this is taking place in the Neighborhood and City Services meeting. The plan's been online for a couple weeks now, so if you haven't checked it out yet, please check it out. It is an incredibly thorough plan. In fact, I had a city councilor come in my office last night, and she said one of her problems with the plan was that it was too detailed. So if that's one of the problems, then I'll take it. So we try to put as much detail as we could in there just to answer everyone's questions and just show all the ways that this is going to make for a better run Parks Department under DPS moving forward. So we're excited about that. And then another part of that plan is that we have to have a public hearing. So that's going to happen next Tuesday, August 23rd. Okay, and that's going to take place at City Hall. So that's going to be the public hearing. And that's just an opportunity for someone to come in. I mean, you could come to public comment at any of the meetings, but for the public hearing, it's just an opportunity to come in and just let us know what you think of the plan. Again, it's been talked about a lot. Again, I still think there's a lot of misinformation out there, so I'd like to send everybody to our city website and check out the plan for itself, and let me know what you think. I think this has been something that's been talked about for many, many, many years here in Newburyport, and I think now we're just at the point where it's time to make the move. And again, this is an outcomes-based decision, and I think we're going to be able to service our 26 parks here in Newburyport so much better moving forward under this plan. So again, check that out. What else is going on in the city? This weekend, there's a boat coming to Newburyport. It's called the Impossible Dreamboat. All right, and this is a universally accessible catamaran. All right, and so this is a program that launches and it bounces around throughout the summer in many different ports, but it's to give all kids access to sailing, right? So this is geared towards kids with disabilities, and the whole boat is accessible for, like, say, someone in a wheelchair. And they're doing a fundraiser down at the firehouse from 12 to 3 on Saturday, and then they're going to be launching from the docks there too. So if you want to check that out, that's the information. If you go on, we'll put up a flyer about it, but if you want to check out their story, The Impossible Dreamboat, it's a really great program, and they're really just trying to improve the quality of life of kids with disabilities through sailing, which is just a really neat idea. So that's happening this weekend. Another thing that's been going on the last couple of weeks is Operation Backpack, all right? So today was the last day to make donations for Operation Backpack. So I just wanted to thank all the people that stopped by City Hall. We filled up 2 huge boxes full of backpacks and school supplies, and the Pettingale House does this every year. So I want to, a special shout out to them for doing this year in and year out. I know the Rotary Club in the area is very involved as well, but all these materials go to kids that really need them, and especially with prices and inflation and everything being so high right now. I mean, I think we can help out those families even more by donating to causes like this. And so just thank you to the Pettingale House. Operation Backpack was a success, and again, I want to thank everyone in City Hall, especially my employees who donated and took the time to do that. So we're still moving forward with our sidewalks plans, okay? We've been working a lot with the streets that are gonna come up next year in our streets and sidewalk plan, but we're also looking at those safety, traffic, and just areas that need some attention on our sidewalks too. So we're still moving through that process. We're really involving engineering, probably more so than we ever have in the past. For example, Plummer is one of those streets that really needs to get done this year. So we're looking for ways that we can maybe redesign Plummer to help with some of the traffic and speed issues that they're having on that street. Because when we pave it, and it's going to be beautiful once we pave it and we do those sidewalks over, we just want to make sure that's how we want it. This is what's best for the neighborhood. So we're kind of going through some of those plans right now with engineering, and we're doing that with a couple other streets. So by having this plan, and this is the first time we've had a 5-year plan in place, it gives us the opportunity to plan so much better moving forward. So that's what we're doing right now. We're actually planning for the streets we're going to do next year right now, and then we're going to actually work on some of those sidewalks of those streets this fall. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And all this will be up on the website when the final plan is released for sidewalks coming this fall. So we're close. We're a couple weeks away. There's no new updates on 59 Low Street and NYS or the Brown School Gym. We're still working with EGA architects and working on some cost estimates. So when we have those ready, we'll present those to City Council. I have been working with our NYS director, Andy Egmont, and her staff. They're just finishing up a really wonderful summer. Again, very hot summer, but a really wonderful summer full of some great programs. Kids are getting ready to go back to school. We're planning now for fall and for winter, and what's that going to look like, and what programming we're going to be able to offer while we're in this transition period of getting them into a new home. So stay tuned for that, but Andy and her staff are doing just a phenomenal job, really kind of just rolling with what we have right now, knowing that we have some challenges, but the end result's going to be a wonderful new building that all kids in Newburyport are going to be able to enjoy. So I just wanted to give them a special shout out. And that's pretty much my Mayor's Corner this week. I definitely want to get to Sarah Kelso so she can tell you about what's going on here at the library and what's coming up, and then some of the resources that they have here that they can utilize. I can tell you one thing that she's going to talk about is if you have a library card, you can actually access the local paper online here. You just need your library card. So I'm going to have Sarah talk about that a little bit. But finally this week, I didn't give my wife a birthday shout out last week. So my wife turned 39 years old last week. So a very happy belated birthday to my wife, Jessie. We're actually also celebrating our 16th wedding anniversary on Friday. So I want to wish my wife a very happy anniversary. She is pretty amazing if you don't know her, and if you don't know her yet, get to know the First Lady of Newburyport. She is one of a kind. And finally, my Chief of Staff, Andrew Levine, is getting married this weekend. He's getting married on Saturday to his beautiful fiancée, Charlotte. I want to wish them the best. Andrew came aboard towards the end of January, and he has just been a wonderful addition and my right-hand man, and I can't imagine doing this job without him. So again, I wish him well. He's going to get some much-deserved time off, and I just hope he has a beautiful weather-wise day with their outside wedding, and I just wish them a lifetime of happiness together. So congratulations, Andrew and Charlotte. And that's it. So let's bring Sarah in, and we'll find out what's going on in the library. Hi, it's Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, coming to you today from our wonderful Newburyport Public Library. Now, many of you know I grew up here in Newburyport, so I used to come to the library all the time as a kid. And so we're actually sitting right now in the old, the original building, the old building, and then we have the addition that we added. But I'm here today, not just to talk about our great library, but I'm here to formally introduce Sarah Kelso, who many of you might already know because she was already our assistant head librarian here for 4 years. But now she has taken the role as head librarian, taking over for our wonderful Giselle Stevens, who retired in July. And I just wanted to bring Sarah on and just introduce her to everybody, to the Mayor's Corner, the faithful, the hundreds and hundreds that watch every week, but also just a way just to kind of reintroduce yourself to the community and talk about some of the great things that we have going on at the library.
Thank you, Mayor Reardon. We had a wonderful summer here. Summer reading was a success, along with many of our Yankee homecoming programs. Of course, I'm excited to share that we will be resuming story times for children in September. The Archival Center is, of course, open for that family and genealogy and other local history research. The reference department is offering technology assistance and adult book groups. You may not know that we've got fabulous museum passes, which can take you all kinds of places for a great discount or for free, paid for by our wonderful friends of the library group. These were used 761 times in the last 12 months. We also have a growing library of things, which contains a number of interesting tech gadgets, games for families, and internet hotspots, which have also been very popular. We've got a number of great online resources for local residents, including Consumer Reports Online, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and of course the Daily News. If you're coming in looking for a space to work, we have a lovely space up on the 3rd floor, our co-working space, which is a great area to take a meeting, do a Zoom call, work quietly, and we have a number of those spaces throughout the building. We're also focusing on continuing to develop community partnerships with other city organizations, including with the DEI Task Force, Youth Services, and the Council on Aging. And something I just want to let folks know that's on the horizon, for anybody who lives in Ward 2, the library will be serving as a polling place in September on, I believe it's September 6th, just after the Tuesday after Labor Day, and in November for the midterm election. So we've got a lot going on here. Please stop by and say hi if you have any questions or if you just want to chat about the library.
We're so excited to have Sarah on board. I can't wait to see where she takes the library. She mentions a lot of great things that I don't think a lot of people know about. So I would definitely tell people, go check out the website. Newburyport Public Library has a great website that you can get all this information from. It's so cool that we have such a historic building here too that houses our library. As you know, we've got George Washington behind us, stayed here once. I think John Quincy Adams stayed here. Benedict Arnold, if you like traders, stayed here once as well. So again, a lot of history that goes around with the library. And another thing I wanted to highlight too is, if you have your library card, you actually can access the daily news from with your library card, I believe, right? Online. Yes. So, hey, if you want to save a few dollars, you can get that library card here in Newburyport and access your daily news that way every day and get your wonderful news. You can do that with the Boston Globe too. So, again, a lot of great things happening here. Please come in. We have a wonderful staff here, and Sarah has a great team, and we just look forward to really just taking this and making it even a more wonderful library for people to visit. So thank you, Sarah. It was great to see you. Keep up the great work. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, that's a wrap here at the library. I got some books to bring home. I hope you come down and check out some books soon. Have a great week.